Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Today I'm up about $340-ish realized profit. I closed out BA for $150 profit. I'm going to go through all these trades in detail, just kind of give you a quick overview. And I closed out my futures trading account with $196 realized profit today. Unfortunately, I was only able to trade the AM or a couple hours this morning before I had to take off, and I missed some pretty decent moves. Looks like the market recovered quite a bit. So I'm going to go over kind of what I expect this week, what I'm looking for, and some of the current trades that I have, and obviously my watch list. But if you made money today, comment below, got paid. If you lost money today, comment, learned a lesson, and do me a big favor, hit the like button for the YouTube algo. So I'm going to get into some of these trades, but first I want to talk about the Nasdaq and where I think it's heading. I mean, today we had some pretty explosive moves in the afternoon. We also had some major down moves in the morning. But in the bigger scheme of things, I think that it's going to try to test the 50-day moving average again here. So I think it's going to be, today it closed at 12,965, which was a little bit down from where it opened at. But I think it's going to try to retest the 50-day moving average, but this is strong resistance here. I mean, we've tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and we've been held underneath this. So this is very interesting to me right now. If we make a push to this, if we can push through it or not, that's the question. S&P's looking a little bit better. S&P's, I mean, if it doesn't drop here, all-time highs definitely on deck. I mean, if it doesn't drop here, but however, as you can see, definitely some resistance right in here, right exactly where we're at right now. So is April going to be better than March? Historically, April is a good month for stocks. March, as you guys know, was rough. So if you made it through, congrats. But April generally, historically, I'm not saying it's going to be great. I'm not saying that. But historically, April is a good month for stocks. The Dow closed up as well, all-time highs. So, I mean, you kind of look at some of these stocks and you're kind of thinking, like, we went through a lot of pain. I think the most pain we're feeling is in the tech sector, Nasdaq as well. I did draw this trend line last night on my phone, and it actually is holding up currently. So it'll be, I think Nasdaq is going to be interesting. For Nasdaq, I'm really just taking it a day at a time, but S&P, Dow, definitely looking like all-time highs are in the foreseeable future. And looking at some of the futures trade, this is M&Q. This is the trades that I took this morning. As you can see here, I only traded this morning. Now the big thing is day trading. The big thing that I was trying to figure out this morning is we had a mixed market. Some things were green, some things were red, and I was trying to figure out, like, what do I want to do? Do I want to go long? Do I want to go short? Market's ripping up. I just didn't trust the market this morning, and that's why you don't see my first trades. My first trade here wasn't until 30 minutes into market open. So I'm central. As you can see here, it's 9 o'clock. So 8:30 centrals when the market opens. 9 a.m. isn't when I did my first trade here. So I missed this leg up because I was really worried it was going to sell. And then it was kind of struggling right around here and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go get some coffee. And by the time I got back from my coffee, I then shorted this leg down here. So I was a little bit late. I was anticipating a drop. I saw it start to drop a little bit, but I wasn't sure if it was going to hold up. It dropped. So I was able to capture some profit here. And then I also captured a little bit in here as well. And then where I made the next biggest amount of money was when I bought here and I sold up here. So I bought this, I sold up here, and honestly, that was the only trade they did. So I brought in $196, but I missed this leg up here, which is really beautiful. This leg up here, I missed that, and then I missed this whole down move here, and then I missed. It was a little choppy in here, so probably wouldn't have been the best trading here. I mostly am upset I missed this portion, and that was primarily it. So I had two good legs here to the upside, and then a leg down to the downside, which was really great trading. I did capture what I could capture today, made $196 in futures trading. So as we're getting more into futures trading, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be adding it to the UVH Academy. Link is below. We already have the full options trading course, but I'm working on the futures trading. That's why I'm trading futures so much. And also, we're in a great environment for futures trading. Let's have some fun. Now, one stock that's been performing well that I wasn't in is Facebook. Facebook is just tearing up even after hours. I mean, Facebook is looking like it's going to be testing 300 very soon. Is up $7, up even a couple dollars after hours. Is up almost 3% today. And it looks like it wants to push 300. So I'm definitely eyeing Facebook to see if it can push through here or not. Where I made money today, going through my options list here, Boeing. So Boeing, I actually had two contracts. One, let me just show you kind of what I'm doing here. So I had two contracts. I bought two of them for let's see here. I bought two of them for, let's see, it's not a great because it's too much. Okay, Boeing, I bought two of them. Let me hide myself. Okay, here we go. Boeing, I bought two of them, as you can see here, $1.85 each. I sold one for $3.35. Now, kind of what I'm trying to get better at, and what I've been doing with like futures. Futures, I've been trading 5 contracts at a time. I'm trying to be a little bit better and trade more contracts and let my winners run a little bit for my options. Now, this one, unfortunately, I sold one for $150 profit. Could have sold them both for $150 profit, which was at the time up 87% profit. Now this one is back to scratch, right? Now I do think like Boeing has an opportunity to run here, so maybe it was a good idea I kept it. I mean, it is pushing up a little bit after hours here. See if we can get a gap up above 255. But I do think that Boeing is going to be pushing 260 this week, is the main reason why I kept it. So I took profits this morning when Boeing was like 253. So I made 87% on that one contract, kept my second one, thought it was going to run a little bit more. And then, of course, Boeing disappointed. Boeing is up on Southwest Airlines buying 737 Maxes. And it just, it faded this pop, right? However, it did hold very nice. It basically went between 249 and 252. So it had some nice intraday action, but I sold this initial pop. Could have sold them both, but I still have one contract left, so I'm looking to make a little bit of profit there. As you can look at my P&L here, where I'm hurting the most is Penn. Penn, I have a credit put spread for April, currently underwater right now, so I'm down 207 on that. Now, if you know anything about Penn, Penn has some wild swings. This could open 115 tomorrow. Penn is a wild one. And I definitely, when I put this position on, I definitely said to myself, I definitely think it can test 95. And here we are. What was the low today? Low today was 96. So hopefully we shook a bunch of people out of their shares and we're able to make a bounce back up to like the 120. I think it likes the 115, 120 area, but obviously we have the 10-day just taking a dump. The 50-day moving average is going to start going down as well. Hopefully it doesn't go down to 73, because if it goes down from 142 to 73, that is going to be some pain for shareholders. And for me, I don't even know if I could roll this right now. I can't even roll it I can't roll it for a credit or anything right now. So we gotta kind of hang tight on Penn right now. So I'm just kind of seeing if it's going to get a bounce here or not. Also, where I'm feeling a little bit of pain, ARC, I'm in the 120 calls, down 25% on. These were profitable on Friday. Again, major drop on ARC, which is not surprising today. Down 2%, but it looks like we may have well, we'll see. Last time it came down here, it bounced up to 130. It looks like it's bottoming out down in here around 110. It keeps trying to test. I think it's going to try to push 120, but again, let's see what the market's going to give us. Right now, we can only take what the market's going to give us, and you're like, oh, you have a lot of positions on it. Could go either way, and that's trading. This is part of trading. That's part of having swing positions, is speculation, and you think you have an idea of where it's going to go, but sometimes it's not going to happen. So I'm going to continue to trade, and that's why I'm going to have to make these. I'm going to make day trades. I'm going to make good trades that will offset these losses. And sure, we're under pressure a little bit now, but I still have time on this. I got 18 days on this contract, kind of just going to relax on it And Netflix selling some premium. That's starting to come in. Netflix, that's up a little bit, but that doesn't come in until April 16th either. So I'm selling some premium there. So for the most part, I'm just kind of watching, waiting, and seeing what the market wants to do. I think a lot of people that were getting squeezed out in March sold, and I think we may have a good April. Now, that's my opinion, not investment advice, so take it as you want. Netflix does look pretty good. That's why I like this credit put spread here. I'm currently I'm short the 495, long the 490 puts. And I think it's going to try to push again. It came down, tested the 200-day moving average, bounced up above it, could come back up here to like the 520, 535 area. I'm targeting this area currently. So kind of see what happens. The market is going to do whatever the market's going to do. I'm staying kind of loose. I'm in mostly cash right now. I do have some positions, and I'm day trading futures, which is allowing me to be more flexible and adapt to the market. And this time, we have to be careful with what we do with the market. We can't just be like, oh, I'm going all in Tesla. And Tesla cratered today. Not cratered, but it's not doing well. It went sub 600. It closed at 611. After hours at 608. People are feeling the pressure here. We're at pre-split price, the pre-split price. Almost where, it's getting bad. Actually, the pre-split price is right around here, like 420. So it got scary though. It's getting scary. March, Tesla came down to 530, 550, bounced back up to 700, went sub 6 today. Oof, I don't know. We just got to kind of see how it goes. Take it a day at a time. Stay disciplined. Take your profits. Redeploy your capital. And as always, stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.